In addition to looking at the structure and setup of business, it's also important to look at the organisation of that business. There's two basic strands of organisation of business. This one here is called hierarchical, and what that means is that it's a tree-like structure where you have a chief executive officer at the top. This is similar to a school structure where you would have the principal, you have middle management, which would be your organisers of particular departments. Then you would have supervisors and workers also. Now what that means is that if this worker here has a fantastic idea, it needs to go all the way up through the tree and get approved by each individual person before it finally makes its way to the chief executive officer. Obviously that's a long way to go. In the same way that communication from the chief executive officer here, in order to communicate with all the different people in the system, it needs to go through the strands as well. So obviously the communication distance here is much greater than, say, a more flatter structure. This works well though if you've got a large organisation where there's a lot of different things going on. So you might have a finance department, you might have a production department, and if you have multiple different types of things you're producing, then you would have this sort of different structure where different people are in charge of different things. An alternative is a more flattened structure where you have groups of people working in teams. So for example, these people here, they wouldn't have a supervisor and a middle manager, they'd just be working together. What that means is that when, say for example, this person here has a fantastic idea, it goes to his manager who takes it straight to the CEO. So obviously this is a lot shorter structure than the previous one. So this is a flattened structure. A lot of people, a lot of businesses nowadays are going this way because first of all, it means that there's greater communication, but secondly, that you don't have a massive middle management that you have to pay a lot of money to. It also means that your workforce becomes more multi-skilled because you have different people working in different departments. They get an opportunity to do more things and learn more things, so they become more flexible in what they do. Finally, although they have more flexibility and more opportunity, they also have more responsibility and more accountability to the CEO, because basically in this system you have multiple people to blame if something goes wrong.